managing administrators. So when we manage administrators, we are going to basically give you a little bit of help. It would be a sad day if you're the only administrator managing your AirWatch deployment. I've seen it. I apologize in advance. Those of you that are lone wolves managing your entire environment, that's the nature of IT. Definitely understand it. An ideal situation would be where you have lower level admins helping you out. And you as a senior administrator could have global access if you're on premise. Global means you have access to your entire server. Now, global is really just restricted to us or if you are an on-premise administrator. The reason behind that is because you have access to the entire environment. Now, when you're in a SaaS environment or cloud environment with other tenants, we're not going to give you global access. We're just not going to do it. You might accidentally turn off or remove a security setting that would impact our other clients. So we give you one step down from global, which is a customer level administrator access. And customer means that you have access of your organization group, but you can't change any settings that will modify the entire environment. So whether you're a global administrator or a customer level administrator, you can remember global is on-premise, customer is usually SaaS. You can create lower level admins to still help you out with the day-to-day activities. Lower level admins could be app developer, content creator, report viewer, help desk, and they will only have an area of responsibility that you give them. This keeps everyone honest and it keeps people out of the areas of your deployment that they should not be modifying. We give administrators this access by administrative roles. Now you can use the standard roles that we come up with, or you can create your own custom roles. If you choose to create your own custom roles, that's great. You can narrow down a focus of area for your administrators in the console to just finding devices or changing a passcode on a device. You can get pretty granular. Now you can't do everything, but pretty much any area of the console that you want to turn on or turn off for an administrator, you can by searching those roles, and you can create a custom role. If you don't need that type of granularity, we already have some defined roles for you that you can choose from. The most common one is AirWatch Administrator, which is access to the entire console from their organization group down. Now, if you don't want to give them that much of access, you can choose some other ones like Content, Help Desk, Report Viewer, as you see here. Two different admin types. You can just add an admin, or you can add a temporary admin. Now, a temporary admin is going to automatically expire with a defined period of time. You don't have to remember to go back and revoke access. An admin is going to be a full admin account. That full admin account is going to give you the capability of assigning roles, and this is someone who is going to be an administrator long term. You can create a basic admin account, or you can sync that admin user from directory services. It's up to you. Some customers go the basic admin account route where they just create all their admins so they exist only in AirWatch. Others sync them from directory services, but it can get a little tricky if you also have that same user on a device, meaning if you have them enrolled on a device and as an administrator, but definitely possible. You're going to have to come up with some of your own custom workflows by talking to our support team, reading our help manual, using your deployment support with a new environment. Use your resources with us. This is something that really can't just be a to Z or a point A to B route. You're going to have to customize your environment for your own use case. These tools here are going to help you think through some of these issues. So if I have a series of administrators and they have access to different levels of my organization, I'm going to make sure that I've defined custom roles. I'm going to make sure that these administrators know that they have an audit log that's captured every time they log into the console. Every time they push down a profile, remove a device, all that information is captured. We have a paper trail of it. And if you need to remove an administrator, you can do so as a senior level administrator. We can group administrators together. Grouping an administrator is called an admin group. It's similar to a user group, and you can assign attributes to an administrator based on a group if you have a large amount. This is just a time saver and a way that you can control a large amount of admins at once. We're all about groups within AirWatch. We want to make sure that you have granularity with your attributes. All right, so for a review here, as an administrator, if you're looking over the existing role of a help desk administrator, but the permissions do not match what he or she would like the help desk staff to have access to in the console, what could the administrator do within the AirWatch console to meet this requirement? Now, I said that a little backwards here, but an administrator is looking over the existing role. What can this administrator do to make some changes? Well, we know that there's the ability for custom roles. So you can create a custom role, maybe first start off with the help desk role, and then you can make some modifications to match what you're looking for. All right, so is it possible for one administrator account to be granted multiple different administrator roles? Absolutely. You can create one administrator account and you can assign different roles that are even at different organization groups. So your administrator could have admin access, AirWatch admin access at sales, but when they're over in IT ops, they could only have help desk role access. And again, conditional level of access keeps security up and responsibility for places that they should not have access to down.